Good afternoon and welcome. Thank you for taking the time out of your schedules to join us today for this introduction to Kaia. My name is Miranda Morales and I'm on the Be Well team here in Virginia Beach. We're excited to offer this new musculoskeletal resource through Personify Health this year, designed to help you manage muscle and joint pain from the comfort of your own home. In just a moment, Martha with Kaia will be reviewing all that Kaia has to offer, including how to sign up and engage in the program, as well as point earning opportunities. Speaking of points, you will be rewarded with 300 Be Well points for attending today's live webinar. We will send an email within about a week with an electronic voucher code. The presentation will be approximately 45 minutes with time for question and answer at the end, so please hold your questions until the end of the presentation, and at that time you can place them in the chat. We'll go ahead and have all of our videos and audios off for the question portion. If you want to go ahead and submit your questions via the chat at the end, that would be great. And with that, I'll go ahead and pass the mic and the screen over to our presenter today, Martha. Go ahead and take it away.
Good afternoon, everyone. I will share my screen. Excuse me. Okay. So good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for having me here today. I'm really excited to talk to you about Kaia Health. I know this is new to all of you, starting January 2026. I can't believe we're already in 26, but here we are. So just a little bit about myself. I serve as the VP of Client Success and work primarily with Personify Health and all of the partners that go along with them. And so I've been with Kaia for a little over 2 years now. And I'm excited to dive in today about all that we offer and how we can help pain relief instantaneously. So with that said, there we go. So I'm sure many of you on this call, if not everyone, has been in pain for some way, shape, or form, whether it's because of a fall or an accident or muscle pain or simply age. At the end of the day, I feel like all of us on this call can relate to pain in some way, shape, or form. And unfortunately, in the prior years, it's always been something that you've had to, if you needed PT, you had to get a referral from your physician, you had to schedule an appointment outside of the doctor's office, you had to take time from work or picking your children up, or just being with the family to get those needs addressed. And fortunately, today, that is no longer an issue. And so today, Kaia Health, your benefit is basically pain-free right at your fingertips. It takes as little as 15 minutes a day to get a personalized therapy plan that you have at your fingertips at any time you need it. You have access to a human coach to help you with your goals and your objectives and anything you might be having trouble with within the app. You can use it anywhere, anytime with absolutely no appointments. You can take it for free, basically, and it's free for all of your employees at Virginia Beach. So what is my favorite part about this is that some days I find that once I'm in a rhythm with Kaia, I find my body is starting to feel better. And so sometimes if I'm in a really hectic schedule, I don't necessarily need to tap into it. I don't have to call a PT. I don't have to cancel an appointment. I can go about my everyday life. And then when I find that I'm maybe after a couple of days needing to access the app, it's literally as simple as picking up my phone and going ahead and scheduling time to do the exercises that are waiting for me for my customized therapy plan. I'm going to start here and start a quick video that will give you guys just an explanation of the overall of Kaia Health and what people are having to say about it.
Feeling better should always be within your reach, especially when trying to enjoy life while also dealing with pain. There's times when even the simplest movement can feel like a struggle, and when even getting out of bed becomes a challenge in itself. Kaia is here to change that. Living life with reduced pain can finally feel less like a distant goal and more like a walk in the park. So, how does it work? First, you tell us a bit about your health. Then you get a personalized and safe rehabilitation program targeting the causes of your pain. Then you'll learn the Kaia exercise techniques, while our AI movement assistant corrects your posture simply by using your smartphone camera. Add our relaxation techniques to the mix and relieve tension while discovering how both the mind and the body can influence how you experience pain. This way, you get to enjoy the benefits of a clinically validated program from the comfort of your own home and in your own time. Plus, you're not alone in this. Our PTs ensure your movement program adapts to your needs, while a dedicated coach guides your personal growth through a routine that fits into your life. Begin your journey with Kaia and start moving beyond pain. Take your first step towards feeling and living better.
So excellent. So thanks so much. I hope that was helpful, just kind of an overall view. Really great thing about our app is we are available in English and Spanish, and there are four major parts to our app, just to be able to provide you the comprehensive support that you need when you need it. So our first is motion coach guided physical activities. We have over nearly under 300 exercises that are focused on different body parts. And as you put your information in upon onboarding and enrollment with Kaia, you will actually be prescribed specific physical activities. And so what's great about this is you don't have to go into the app and start searching and become overwhelmed with all of these exercises. You are going to be guided to giving you recommended activities that are specific and going to be helpful for you. Some of us have been running 5Ks and some of us haven't gotten off the couch in about 5 years. So it's really important that whatever exercises that Kaia is giving you is meeting you where you're at in the moment of enrollment. The next portion is our mindfulness and relaxation techniques. So it's no surprise that mind-body connection is very, very tight and interwoven. We know that stress has a direct impact on your physical well-being, and we can provide you all the exercises and tools you need. But if you're not able to experience some moments of stress-free relaxation, your benefits are only going to go so far. And so what we have is we have a number of exercises that are basically including yoga-inspired postures and flows that allow you to reap the benefits of the mind-body connection while you're using Kaia. The next part is the pain and lifestyle education. So this is also really important. Have you ever wondered why it is you've been feeling the way you have for so long? For some of you, you can pinpoint a specific instance like a fall or an accident that created your pain. For others, you may not really know where it came from. You might chalk it up to age or just repetitive motion. But the truth is that it actually comes from a spot, and this is where you can learn more about it. These are articles and different topics related to members' conditions, thinking about how it is that it started. What are some things that people also experiencing the same type of pain are seeing themselves? This is where you can educate yourself and be able to help yourself in another educational format. And then lastly, our last part is our human touch, excuse me. I say last, but definitely not least. So this is where our coaches come into play. Our coaches are Kaia employees. They are not a third-party vendor that we've outsourced. They are specific and focused on our mission and serving our clients. And so upon enrolling in Kaia, you will have access to text a coach 24/7. You'll be able to reach them at texting. They'll text you back. You can ask questions about the app. You can ask questions about your condition. You can troubleshoot any things that might be coming on board for you. And also just asking for, support. And just what we find is that the accountability of the program actually skyrockets when you have somebody else on the other line walking in the path with you. So this is where kind of the fun stuff comes in, our motion coach. It basically ensures that you have safe and effective care. So with other programs, you may find that you actually need to wear wearables or devices in order for the program to pick up on what you're actually doing. What we find here is that our motion coach is able to give you real-time feedback, ensure that you're in the right postures, and give you tips and tricks to ensure that you're actually doing things correctly. So our functional tests, this is where we do in the very beginning of enrolling in Kaia, you'll do a functionality test, and that's measuring where you're at from the beginning and measuring over time. How is your flexibility? How is your posture? These are really important things as the app itself is deciding what it is it's going to assign you for exercises and activities. Our 3D assessment is our measurement of strength, balance, and flexibility. So as you see here on the right, the individual is doing certain motions that the app is actually asking it to. And the 3D assessment is measuring the strength of that individual as they're actually doing it. Thirdly, we have our interactive experiences. This is our gamification program. It's called Catch. An example is Catching the Stars. It's an engaging warm-up exercise that's allowed the body to kind of move around, but at the same time be scoring points and doing different motions that you wouldn't necessarily do on your own. But as I said before, because everything's assigned to you in this app, these emotions are actually very intentional and purpose-driven to warm you up for the exercises you're going to be having later on in your experience. And then lastly, our exercise feedback. So this is our real-time correction of form and posture. We can give you exercises all day long, but if you're actually in the wrong form or in the wrong posture, not only could you not feel better, but you actually could do more harm to your body. So this is where our AI in real-time feedback comes into play. In a second, we're going to watch a video to show you an example of what this looks like. You will know that some of this is silent, so don't worry about the volume. The first half of the video is silent, but it does go on to volume in the second half. So just bear with me for 1 second.
Let's watch the technique before we get started. Stand straight with your feet hip width apart. Your hands on your hips, tighten your abdominal muscles. Slowly lower down as if sitting down on a chair. To stand up, slightly lean forward and extend your hips and knees to get to the starting position. Set up your device on the floor and tilt it until the target turns green. Take a few steps back. Stand in front of them. Let's get ready to start the exercise. I'll watch and give you feedback. Relax now and get ready for the next exercise. Let's watch the technique before we get started. Slide your hands down your legs as far as possible without bending your knees. Try to keep your head and back neutral by only folding at your hips. Then slowly return to standing. Take a few steps back. Now turn to your left, stand. Now we're going to start. I'll let you know when I have feedback. Good. Just let me show you one thing. On the next one, see if you can keep your knees completely straight. Here is the correct form. Let's keep practicing. There you go. Well done. You can pick up your device now and tell us how you felt during this assessment.
Okay, great. So did everyone see how that video was able to take a look at what the individual, that woman was doing, that she wasn't able to have the right posture? It was able to correct and then show another visual. What's really important about that is everyone learns very differently. And so some of us are visual, some of us are auditory, and some of us are kinesthetic. And so we are able to meet all learning styles while we're able to use that app. If so needed, that process you just saw would take place over and over again, in order to ensure that that person was safe while they were doing those stretches and that they were also able to meet the requirements, to work toward their goals. So shifting gears here for 1 second, we are happy to introduce our Women's Health and Pelvic Floor program. So as we noticed, there is more and more need for the area and topic of pelvic health. And when I say pelvic health, we're talking about a few different areas here. It can be anything from postpartum recovery, bowel and bladder control, pelvic pain, and menopause. Menopause is actually a pretty hot topic in the world of wellness these days, and so we're really excited to bring this pelvic floor program to you. It's an evidence-based digital pelvic floor therapy program. It is tailored to female-centric and inclusive experience as well. And our programming coaches the health coach, texting support, pelvic floor, mindfulness relaxation exercises, and educational resources. So what we find all in all is that we're really able to offer a holistic area for anybody experiencing numerous different types of pain. What's really important to know is that people can come into this program with numerous pain points. Upon your enrollment, you will be asked where your pain is, where you're experiencing it. And so what it will do is it will give you the option to put in as many areas as you need. It will then ask you questions based on those areas of pain. And so it can identify where you should start. It will actually program where you should begin focusing on. It may or may not be one or two more areas. But again, that's what the beautiful thing about Kaia Health is. It's able to identify that within the assessment process. So while this does conclude like our onboarding of Kaia, I do want to let you know this QR code right here. If you want to use your phone to scan that, you will be put right into the portal for Personify Health along with City of Virginia Beach, and you will be able to enroll in this program right now if you'd rather. If not, you can sit there and put it in your back pocket for when you need, but I am pretty positive that everybody on this call can relate to pain in some way, shape, or form. And so now I'm happy to take any questions that you might have. What do we have?
I'm hoping they'll take some other courses too. I'm sure they will. I will. Yeah. Okay. I saw, yes, you do have.
Hi, Martha. There were a few questions that came in while you were giving your presentation. So if you want, I can go ahead and share those with you so you can address them.
That would be great because I'm looking through the comments right now trying to decipher which one's which. So yeah, if you could read them to me, that'd be awesome.
No worries. The first question is this available for employees only? And I can help out with that one. Kaia is available for eligible Virginia Beach City and schools employees and any retirees that are on the health plan. So members must engage in Kaia Health through Personify Health for free access. If you are eligible for Personify, then you're eligible for Kaia Health. And then the next question is Kaia Health best for pain management?
At best for pain management, is that what you just said?
Is this just for pain management?
Yes, absolutely. So the great thing about Kaia is you can come in a numerous different ways. We have some people that have been using Kaia from the get-go because of an injury or something they want to. But once a regimen comes on board, people actually use Kaia for a significantly long time because, to your point, to manage their pain. They have exercises and tools that they learn from the program that work for them, and so they use it for the long run.
Can you clarify, are you able to use Kaia Health for any other reason outside of pain management?
Besides that, I would simply use the pelvic health, but that's pretty much what it's designed to do.
Okay. And then there were some questions about downloading the app and having it direct them back to Personify Health. Can you go ahead and touch more on how to get signed up?
Yeah, so once you're on that, you should be able to put your that is the hub spot for all of Personify Health clients. So you can then put your name. It will have your eligibility under City of Virginia Beach, and you should be all set. If there are any follow-up questions, I'm happy to work, Miranda, I'm happy with you to work offline to make sure people are having a seamless process.
Sounds good. So if you're having any trouble getting signed up today, or you've had trouble in the past getting signed up, please reach out to bewell@bbschools.com. We want to make sure that you have access to this great benefit.
Absolutely.
That was all the previous questions. There may be some that were rolling in here recently. Let's see. There is a question about, she says, you may have already addressed this. Are the sessions limited, such as how our PT sessions per year have limited with insurance?
Nope, unlimited.
A question.
Sure.
Okay, so back because I was one of the ones that was having a problem signing up for the app. I was able to go on the website, no problem. I got in, and our password and everything. But do we have to with the app the first time? Should we go throughout like on a laptop or a computer to sign in to log into Personify? And then when we go into the app, it'll be able to just take us right there.
Yeah, if you're on a desktop and you decide to enroll on a desktop or a laptop, you can go through that process. And then to your point, Lauren, what will happen is once you download the app on your mobile device, you'll be able to it'll recognize you with your login
Okay.
credentials. Yeah,
Okay. Thank you.
you're welcome.
Martha, there was another question in the chat about how many points can be earned by participating.
Yeah, so to be honest with you, I'm not sure about that, Miranda. I think that's something that Personify and City of Virginia Beach would actually be
Yep, I can clarify that.
Yeah, that'd be great.
We have point earning opportunities with Kaia Health. So the first one is available to earn weekly by completing a Kaia Health class, and that will earn you 50 Be Well points on the Personify Health platform. And then you can also complete the Kaia Health self-assessment, and that will earn you 250 Be Well points, and that is a one-time reward.
Just to clarify, Miranda, so the assessment that we were talking about is something that would actually be in your onboarding process and part of your enrollment. It wouldn't be an additional assessment you would find within the app. So it's almost automatic.
Yeah, that's great. Thank you for clarifying. So that's automatic 250 points as soon as you sign up for Kaia and get in the platform and complete that self-assessment. And then thereafter, you can earn 50 points weekly by completing a Kaia Health class. There's another question in the chat. If you can't remember your Personify password, how do you go about getting your password reset? For that, you'll want to reach out to Personify Health Member Services. Their phone number is 888-671. Oops, sorry. We can go ahead and put that contact information in the chat as well.
And correct, there's no charge. Miranda, I see a question about getting a copy of the presentation. I will email it to you for forwarding our time together right now.
Okay, great. And I will go ahead and share that as a PDF in the follow-up email that I send out with the points vouchers.
Yeah. Andrew, you do not need to sign up on a desktop. You can sign up on your mobile device.
There was a question about confirming that there's no charge for participating.
I'm sorry, there was no charge for participating? Is that what you said?
Yep, they wanted to
Yep.
verify if there's a charge or not for participating.
Correct, there's no charge. You can find it in the Play Store or the App Store. Yes, the app is Kaia Health.
There is another question. Lisa is asking, where do I find it in the app? Lisa,
Yeah,
I'm not.
go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, actually, you can go into your Play Store or App Store on your mobile device, and you'll see just as the left-hand corner of the screen, the Kaia Health logo. It's the same. It looks exactly the same.
You could also locate the Kaia um, app through the Personify Health app. If you go to your benefits hub and select Kaia Health from the listing, that will take you to where you can sign up as well.
All right. Well, thank you everyone for your time today. Again, I will send this presentation to Miranda, and if there are any questions, Miranda, if I can assist in any way with any onboarding, just feel free to reach out anytime.
Thank you, Martha. We'll give it a few more minutes so I can make sure there's no more lingering questions, but we appreciate your presentation today.
Absolutely.
I unfortunately came in a little late, but I saw that this will be added to in case you missed it section. Do you know how long until that will be there?
We should have the recording posted to the YouTube channel by the end of next week.
Thank you.
Yeah. Mhm.
Hi, Martha. Do you mind covering just one last time how to download the app and get connected through Personify Health?
Yeah, so if you're in Personify Health, it would be just as though you can look for the Kaia Health program and download it through there. If you are simply just on your phone wanting to download the app individually as well, you can just go to your app store and take a look for the Kaia Health logo. It's this exact same icon you can see on the upper left-hand screen and download that way as well. You can also scan this QR code and that will take you to the sign up process.
I think one last question. Somebody was asking, where do you find the mental well-being activity on the app?
Yeah, so it's a relaxation, and you'll actually see within the app as you look through different exercises, you can find the area that they're actually interwoven. So it's not just one specific isolated area. You're actually going to see them throughout as they're assigned to you.